A very good afternoon to class 8 students, and I'm going to start with as I have sent you the notes of Java programming, but let's have a class out here. It's a virtual class, so I would like you all to please see my video, understand it, and if you have got any questions, please send a WhatsApp message to me. Okay, so since we have created a WhatsApp group, I would like you all to please send me the message. If you have not understood, write the text and send it to me. So in your chapter 5 of the book, we are going to learn about Java programming. We are learning about Java programming. Okay. So since we know that computer system was invented, and in a computer system, the system was divided into, see, very simple example. It's a basic and I think everybody knows about it. A computer was divided into a hardware and a software. Everybody knows it. Since class 7 also we have learned about hardware and software. So hardware, as we know, it's a physical and tangible parts of a computer system which you can very simply see. You can see, like it's a, for example, you can see this is a mouse. You can see it, you can feel it. And software is what? Software is a collection of programs. And software is a collection of programs. Okay. Now what is program? Programs. And programs is what? It's a set of instruction. Set of instruction. Okay. And what is instruction? Instruction is what? It's a language. It's a language. And what language we are talking about? Java. So a simple thing from here we can define it that Java is a programming language through which we can create a software. A very simple example. A very simple definition. Java is a language or a programming language through which we can write a set of codes, and combination of the codes forms the program, and that program's collection of the program have got some motive to create a software. So this is what a software is. A Java program is. So before moving on to a Java program, I had given you some notes about object oriented. Okay. So this programming. So what is Java? Java is an object-oriented programming. Okay, we also call it as OOP. So what is an object? Objects are what? Objects are any entity, means anything having its own characteristics and behavior, or this characteristics is known as data and the behavior is known as functions. So we can simply say that objects are what? Objects are any entity having its own characteristics and behavior. That means we can simply say it as object is a collection of data and function. Okay, and we were talking about class also. Class. What is a class? A class, simply definition is that a class is a blueprint of object. Okay. Or we can say that a class is a collection of object. Simple, very simple. Now, I would like to show one example which I have given to you all in the copies also. So I have dropped it, but if you have any problem regarding that, just pause it and see the video. Now class. See, very simple example, class. Okay, if we are writing about Maruti. So Maruti is if for example Maruti is a company's name, that is a class, and it has got different varieties of car. Yeah, we have got Alto, we have got Wagoner, and even we have got what? Swift. So we can simply say that if Maruti is a class, Alto, Wagoner and Swift are the object of this class. That means these are the product of this company. Okay? Alto has its own characteristics and behavior, Wagoner has its own characteristics and behavior, and Swift has its own characteristics and behavior. Now this also becomes a class. How it becomes a class? Because Alto are also in different varieties. We have got Alto 800, we have got LXI, and we have got even K10 also. So now what happens? This becomes object, and this becomes class, and these three things becomes object. So it goes on. Like for example, a student. Take an example, a student. A student have its own name, have its age and address. Okay, so these are the objects of this student. We can say that a student has also its own characteristics and behaviors. I think it become clear now. Okay. So I had sent some photos regarding operators. Okay. So in a very short form I am going to explain, because since I have already sent you the pictures, first we discuss about arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. So what are arithmetic operators? We know that it deals with plus, minus, division, multiplication and modulus. What is the work of modulus? To find the remainder. We use modulus to find the remainder. And next we discussed about logical operator. Logical operator. So to check any logic of the program, we use logical operator, and there are different logical operators: and, or, and, not. These are the different logical operators: and, or, and, not. I have sent the pictures, please read it carefully, you will understand it. And next we discussed about assignment operator. So to assign a value we use what? Equals to sign. So this is the assignment operator. Then we have got comparison operator. And it is also known as relational operator. Relational operator. Okay. So as we know, comparison means to compare something. Relation means to find the relation between something. So both are same. So there are different relation operators which are less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, or not equals to. So and this is also one, double equals to check whether it is or not. So these are some of the relational operators. Greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, not equals to, or equals to. Okay, this is equals to. This is means A equals to A. Okay, that is 5 equals to 5. Yes, it's true, 5 equals to 5. So for that reason we are using this one, this operator. Okay. So now a very simple thing, we are going to write a simple program to print your name. To print your name. Okay, next in the last class, sorry, I declared about data type also. Let's have some brief discussion about data types. First I wrote about integer, which means what? Whole number. And how it is declared? It is declared int a. Okay, that means int, that is, it's an integer and it is a variable. That means a will store what type of values? Whole number. Next, float, or we can write floating. Means what is it? It's a fractional number. Fractional number. So we declare it as float, float. B. That means what type of value does B store? Like examples out here: A equals to 5, A equals to 6, A equals to 100. Okay, these are the values what A can store. Our whole numbers. It cannot be a fractional number, but it can be a negative number also. It can store -6 also. It can store -6 because -6 is a whole number. So next we can have an example: B equals to 1.2, B equals to 3.81. So similarly it can be negative also, negative and positive both. Then I discussed about characters. So how we declare character? Character means anything which is written within a single quotation is a character. Anything written within a single quotation. Either it can be a number also. If 7 is stored within a single quotation, 7 is a character. How we declare it? CHAR X equals to A. That means what happens? This X will hold a character A. That means the value of X is what? A, capital A. Next, I wrote about strings also. Strings, S-T-R-I-N-G-S, strings. String means what? Collection of characters are known as string. Collection of characters. And always it is written within a double quotation, right? If I wrote RAM, that means A is a character, R is a character, A is a character, M is a character. All these three are characters, but all these three are written within a double quotation. Okay? So this becomes what? String. And every time a string is denoted like this. S-T-R-I-N-G, string. X equals to, if I wrote Glen Hill, that means X will store what now? X will have Glen Hill in X. We can means X denotes what? Glen Hill. Okay. And the size of this one is always starting with 0 only, out here also. Okay. So this much we discussed in the last class. Integer, how it is written, float, how it is written, character, how it is written, and string, how it is written. So now we are going to move on to a very simple thing, is that how to write a program in Java. Okay. A very simple thing according to your class 8 book and syllabus. First we are going to write about class, since I said, and class name can be anything. It can be anything. If I write out here, if I write name and open the bracket, first we need to open the bracket. Then we are going to write public static void and main. And out here we are going to write what? String arguments. S-T-R-I-N-G-S. Strings A-R-G-S. Now each and everything I am going to explain. Okay. So before writing a program, it's very essential for us to write a class. Class can be any name. Name of the class can be anything. And as I said, objects and object-oriented programming means whatever is written within the class are the objects. So after the class we are going to open the curly bracket, and after the curly bracket we are going to move on to the main method of the program. This is the main method of the program. Okay? Main method of the program. Now public, why I have wrote public? I have wrote public out here means this is public, means it can be visible for everything in the program. Next I wrote static. Static void main, and main is the name of the method. What is the name of the method? Main. Void means it does not return anything, any value. Means no need to return any value out here. And static, same thing out here. So it's very necessary for us according to your syllabus to write public static void main string arguments. And within that string arguments you can write any arguments. And to print anything within a Java program, we have to write system.out.println, and if you wrote your name, like for example I have written Neeraj and I have to close this. Now whatever statement is written, we have to close it with a semicolon, and whatever we want to print, it should be within a double quotation. system.out.println means whatever is there in this program need to be print out. Okay, and ln means for the next level. Now your output will be looking some, so we have to close this. First you close this, then we are going to close this, and your output will be somehow like this. Your output will be like this. In the screen it will be Neeraj. Before that you have to compile the program. Okay, and if it's a simple mistake also, if you have not written this one or semicolon also, and it will be a mistake, means your output will not be shown. So I would like you all to please copy this and wait for my next video. I am going to teach you all how to add numbers, how to multiply your numbers in the Java programming. So this much for today. Stay safe, stay at home.